What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gentry and Sons, and welcome back to another video. So, on today's video, me and Brax is getting ready to start working on the 389. So we got the fifth wheel moved back. We got all the bolts in it, got it back where it needs to be, where we can actually start using it. But we have got a surprise for you guys. So we've been telling you from the beginning, once we hit 250,000 subscribers, we were going to be doing a giveaway. So we've been super excited to do this, and we're hoping that we can build one awesome truck for one of you guys, because we'd love to have one of our fans out there have one of our trucks that we build here at the shop. We started on 2 trucks right before the fire happened. One of them was actually right in front of the garage door, and the other one, we actually had it across the street. We just pulled it out of the other shop so Devin could do his clutch and transmission and his headers on his Mustangs. Luckily, both of them are survivors. So, and that's what we're going to call this giveaway, the survivor giveaway. We've been able to, so far, survive this fire. And hopefully this is our chance to move on and get ahead of things. And like I said, give one of you guys one of our awesome trucks that we're going to build for you. So you guys are going to get to choose. We're going to go through the comments after today's video, and you've got to vote. Put it in the comment, Ford or Chevy. You guys are going to choose which truck we give away, but here they are. We've got 2 different trucks, and what you're seeing right now is not the way they will be given away. We're going to get the merch site going, and we're going to do it all at one time. But I want to go ahead and see which one we're going to give away so I can get all the legal stuff done on it first, and then we can announce it. So we are a few weeks away before we actually go live with a giveaway, but I want you guys to be able to choose which truck you would want to win. All right, so here they are, guys. Here we have an 07 LBZ Duramax. So this is actually one of our work trucks. Actually, both of these were our work trucks. So this one used to pull boats, and this one as well used to pull boats. This is the one that Waddy used to drive. So it definitely looks totally different now. You guys seen it as an F350. It is now an F550, which I've got to put a new bumper on it. We're going to do a few things. We're going to make these trucks, whichever truck you guys choose, we're going all out on them. We're going to make them the ultimate work truck. Let's start with the Duramax, because we just now got this thing running. And let me tell you guys, it turned out awesome. This thing runs so good. They both run really good. Neither one of them are slouches. I'll just tell you that now. So this is the LBZ Duramax. As you can see, we completely tore this thing down. We put new head studs in it. We put new heads on it. It's new. The whole entire top end is new. It's got these new HSP piping kit. It's got an upgraded turbo on it. This truck runs like a scalded ape. And plus, it's got some wicked head studs in it. We went ahead and upgraded everything that the LBZs had problems with and fixed it right off the bat. So we didn't want to give away something that was going to be an issue. So anything that they needed, we've completely gone through them. The Ford has a brand spanking new transmission in it, billet torque converter. Like, this thing is set up to go to work. It's got all F550 suspension under it. As you guys can see, we did a whole entire front end swap on this thing. It's got the big springs, big AR. I mean, everything underneath this truck is out from under an F550. So this thing is definitely a beast, and it pulls like a scalded chicken. I mean, it really does. It does pull good. So you can see all F550 suspension from front to back. So I guess it's now technically an F550. We even did the front end skirts and all that stuff out from under F550. The bumper, the fenders are off the F550. I do got to clean it up because this thing it was literally sitting outside the shop when the fire happened. But we're going to do headlights. We're going to probably put a nice front bumper on it and a grill. So whichever truck you guys choose, tell me what you would like to see done to it. So like this thing, would you want to see it with a flatbed on it? We go get a new CM flatbed put on it. Would you want to see it with, you know, cab lights, different cab lights. It's got cab lights, but would you want to see it with different cab lights, different fenders, skirting. I'm kind of digging the F5, the wheels and tires that's on it with the simulators, but I'm not against putting big truck wheels on it. There's a lot of things we could do to these trucks. And it is good and cold here today, guys. It's raining and cold. She fires right up. Runs awesome. It is a 7.3 power stroke diesel. It is not a 6.0. It is a 7.3. You guys get to choose which one we're giving away. We're going to the Duramax or the Ford. What would you like to see done to the Duramax? What would you like to see done to the Ford? And which one would you like to drive? So let me know down in the comments. All right, guys, we made it over here to the job site. Dude, it's so weird being able to pull up in here in a service truck. You should have seen this place when I started on it. It was like all trees. And, I'm just ready to be done. It's starting to look like a pad now, though.
Right.
All right, guys. I don't know if you remember when we got the high lift and we brought it over here on this job to build this pad. It turned into a lot bigger than I thought. Ooh, baby. That is a lot of dirt being moved. It's like a 20-foot drop off over there now. That's how much has been built up. So the problem we're having with the high lift right now, we've got a bad hydraulic leak and we've got a track. This track over here will not stay tight. So we gotta clean this mud off. See if we might just have to take a link out of it, is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pull it over there and see. Get this mud cleaned out of it. I don't want to have any issues with this thing, especially with the undercarriage, because it's already been replaced. I don't get why it's having an issue over here. All right, baby girl, come on. Let's get back to it. Without fail, baby. Without fail. Look how far this thing's come out. So all this was all trees, and I ripped all that down and put it down here. I've actually got some video I'll probably put up so you guys can see what all we done over here. So while we let this thing warm up, I'll roll that clip. do you think, Braxton boy? Well, guys, the time has come. The track has got to be addressed. We thought we were going to be able to knock the job out first. What do you think, Brax?
Yeah.
You got that plate off?
One more bolt.
It's been a pretty good daggone machine up to this point, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it runs pretty good.
I had it down there in them trees, and I'm telling you, that wasn't easy on it. I need to straight pipe this thing. This muffler's getting in our way. I got a guy wanting to trade me a big skid steer for this thing. Fecon again. I just don't want another Fecon.
Yeah.
It's just like the one I had, is metal track, and I like the rubber track machines. The metal's good for like jobs like this. That's it. What are you thinking, D?
Almost got out.
One of them deals?
Yeah, this one bolt is just like twist your.
So the problem we're having with this thing, guys, the brake valve is releasing all the air, so it won't build up any air pressure. As soon as you start the truck, it just starts blowing air out of the bottom of the brake valve. So it's not able to build up any air, and then Devin's up under here greasing everything. We're gonna go ahead and service it. And it don't work on the road. It's an off-road truck, but it's got to be able to work to do good. Taylor done straight piped it, so it's good and loud. Now we just gotta get some jakes on it. Ew, I see moisture in there. It would stop leaking out when we need to find out which one it is. Oh, there it is. It's just loose. Yeah, just the hose is loose. See? Yeah, I can just take it off by hand. I got some in the service truck. The hose is just loose. Armani, we need a good stout battery.
The other big ones are 3 over there. You want to try that one?
Dude, that thing's come out a good ½ inch, and it's still, I mean, it's tighter than it was, but it's still pretty dang loose.
Line we replaced last time too.
Yeah.
This is just loose.
Yeah, just loosened up. There we go. Man, that's awesome. I thought I was gonna have to go get a line replaced. We also had to put a new tooth on it. It was off, so now it's got all its teeth back on it. This side's completely, I mean, it's tightening right up. Which is what the other side should do. This side's got all new seals and everything in it. That side don't. It's just got a new roller and chain and pads. Well, we found the problem, and it's not a good problem to have. So the cylinder was completely blowed out, and you can see how it's kind of V'd. So the bottom popped out, or it didn't completely pop out. It did, and now we've got to rebuild that cylinder, and that's not a easy job to do. So we got to take the track off. We got to take this idler off, the front idler. or the front roller, I guess you would say. So the front roller's got to come off. We got to take all this stuff out, pull the cylinder out of it, and rebuild it. And while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and update everything, make sure that it is 100% and good to go. Because the other side, it tightened right up, no problem. They've already rebuilt it before I bought it. They tightening up?
Yeah. Just the thread is all. I brought the thread down in there. They forced it down in there.
There you go, baby. Now she's good and tight. I don't even want to touch the dang thing now. Seems like, I guess since it's Monday, everything we touch is just getting worse. Our leak's fixed though, that's a good thing. Alright guys, we're getting into uncharted territories. We're getting ready to pull off our first track. There she is. Came out way better than I thought they were going to.
Yeah.
Heck. That was easy to change the pad.
Yeah.
That thing should pop apart, shouldn't it?
Knock one of those pins out.
Got it.
That works too.
That works.
That's interesting.
Ain't it?
Check that out. It's cool.
Gonna do the honors? I can't believe I'm having to do this right now. Better here than on that dang big dog or something I got here. Be on the side of a hill or something. That's good. It's good.
We could take a chain.
I don't think we need to pull it all the way, do you?
No.
There's the culprit.
So you're replacing that cylinder right there?
Well, the cylinder's blowed apart, so we gotta take it apart and put new seals in it. And
The only thing is we really need it up on blocks.
yeah, I'm pretty sure these bolts have to come out right here. Well, we had one thing go right today, maybe. Yeah, it's good. It's up. Yeah, we wanted to come up. Yeah. Once we get that hooked up, it will. Right now, I can't blow off, and it ain't kicking the governor off. Napa, yeah. They should have it. Need to call out there and see. There's a roller. Holy crap. But that went way smoother than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is so loud with that dang straight pipe on it. Alright, we are on to nightmare number 2. Actually, we're on number 100, ain't we?
Yeah.
Imagine what it would cost if Cat come out here and done this.
Probably 10 grand.
Oh yeah, every bit of it. That big old spring back there. So this is the adjuster. We're trying to get it to, we've got to put some bolts in here and pull this plate loose.
Little mark.
What do you think about that, Brad?
Nice.
A simple grease job and track tightening turned into a lot more, didn't it?
Yeah.
What happens though if you want to own equipment? They make a lot of money, but they also cost a lot of money to operate. So.
Yeah.
Reach in there and yank her off there.
They gonna come out with the lumps? He had the pressure on it. It wasn't falling. I give him another sweat.
She's coming.
Slowly coming. Smells sweet. It's all when you live. It's out on the back.
Alright, she's off, baby. Oh my goodness. That is
Taylor, put that bucket up inside this
crazy.
thing. Wait, can't follow me.
Perfect. I don't care what your dad says, you are a good operator. All right, Brax, grab that impact. Let's jank this thing out real quick. Here, Devin, you might want to do it because that thing pops out of there. Stay to the side too, because stay as far this way away from it as you can.
Another socket?
We've got those locks in, but still anything can happen.
So me tightening it is going to push that out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Get the big one. That's what I had to use earlier.
Battery's
That big,
dead.
get that big impact. We can mess up an anvil. Whoa! I thought something blew out. Was it grease?
Everybody took off.
Dude, I really thought.
It sprung in a little.
We're getting closer.
You know, Timmy ain't going to worry about it if he does. He's going to take off on his
I said everybody watch. Dude, you see that grease?
I went that way.
I just freaked
I was thinking something was like coming down. I was like, oh shoot, this is gonna hurt.
I looked for a second, didn't see the jag. I thought the jag was there.
They were rocking it out.
Oh, that's awesome.
And what, thump? There's a lot of pressure on that. You're sitting in the perfect spot there, Mr. D. Temp number 2, or 5 or 10, or I don't know what number we're on. Yeah, you're against it. You might curl a little bit more and go down. Now take your bucket down. Channel. YouTube video worthy right here.
Look at that. That's
yeah.
satisfying.
Oh.
You alright?
That damn thing's
full of grease.
I know where all the grease went.
Here, why don't you use something longer?
Oh,
Ain't all of us fortunate enough to have something longer, okay?
Yeah.
oh.
There it is. Yeah.
Looky there, boys. That is just marvelous.
Now
There's
this
enough
should
food
do
on the
is
machine.
come out easy. 12 degrees now.
Would you look at that?
That whole situation stopped us from 5 seconds.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Right? What if it's ate up?
No, it's actually pretty smooth.
It's gonna be those. We just gotta change these seals in here and then change them in here too. No, this one. Is that one? I know we gotta change these.
So, does it push out from back here, or?
I thought it was a double stage. I can't remember.
Well, see, because that one over there earlier was pushing out from the front.
Right.
I think this will push out so far till it bottoms out, and then the front will.
Right. Yeah, it's two, there's two different deals.
Bolts out over here to get them seals out of that one.
I've never took this apart on this thing. It's just these that are blown out.
Well, guys, that's going to finish off this project for the day. So, when that thing come loose, it broke the metal off in this tensioner right here, and this is a 150-ton spring behind it. If that spring come loose, whatever it's hitting is going to be destroyed and kill you. So we got a 150-ton spring that holds that thing in. I'm hoping there's enough O-rings and packing in it that I don't have to worry about the one outside ring, because it's just this one rubber one right here. Besides that, it's a good machine. It works pretty much every day. Anyways, Eddie's been over on the D3 all day. It's pretty much on grade. There's not much more other than this big pile of dirt over here that we've got to move. And this job is done for the high lift. So my plan was to get done with it, just keep the track tight, which with that seal leaking, you know, we were having to tighten it up. I've tightened it one time. We put about 50 hours on it and it was ready again. I feel like if that spring didn't pop, we probably would have got the job done and I could have moved the machine. But everybody's been wondering where the high lift is and what it's been doing, and this is it. It's been over here working, trying to get this job done. That undercarriage is in actually really good shape for, the machine's got 9,000 hours on it. So I'm gonna repack it, put new seals and everything, put it back together, re-tighten it back up, and put it back together. Holy moly, what a day, guys. It's been one of those days. I am super glad to be home. Oh man, I forgot I gotta finish my garage. Oh man. Oh well. Give me something to do. Give me something to do. Oh baby. Guys, this old service truck, I gotta get out and just show the lights. I love this thing at night lit up. I got a few to put on it, because it definitely needs to be lit up better for like being on the side of the road, but it does light up pretty good, especially from the front. But it's nice when you got to go out and work to have a nice service truck to work with. I can't thank you guys enough, so let me know what you think about today's video. I know it wasn't super exciting. We wasn't doing nothing crazy, just literally something that we do on a daily basis. And I'm trying to do more of that. Like, I'm trying to show more of what we do every day. That way you can kind of understand what drives everything, you know. So this is something we kind of do on the side. So, you know, everybody knows rates right now are kind of garbage in the trucking industry. With you know, with normal freight, with like dry box and reefer and stuff like that, which is something we could usually use to kind of fill in, do something extra, you know, when loads are a little slow, things like that. So so my hope for this year is to have, you know, some construction work to do on the side to kind of fill in and bring in that extra income that we could possibly need. Because I mean, anything can happen in trucking, anything. You know, and if the economy goes bad, you know, we've got to have something to do. So that's kind of why I'm kind of get into a little bit of construction. I'm not trying to get too big into it because it will take up a lot of my time. But as long as we got somebody to operate And, you know, people want to rent a high lift all the time. People want to rent a Traco all the time or a Mini X. And, you know, the high lift, that thing makes $100 an hour, plus an operator makes $100 an hour on it. So it can make up to $200 an hour and stay pretty busy. Well, that's really good extra income. But that's something we're trying to do. There's just a few things we're trying to do to kind of fill in. And we're getting ready to start back into building trucks, you know, little by little. We're going to finish Weston's truck. We're going to do probably one more project this year. But I'm not getting too crazy into that because it's hard to do a project when you're not set up for it the right way. But I'm going to get in here, finish up this garage. I've got a lot done. It's been a nightmare getting all this paint up and I mean, it's literally been a nightmare, but for the most part, we got most of it up. Trying to get it all done. There's still quite a bit left to do, but I'm gonna get all the paint up and finish painting the walls, and then do the floors, and it should be good to go. But guys, that's going to finish off today's video. Thanks for coming and watching. Thanks for being a part of it, and I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one.